Fortnite Season 3. Galactic Battle is here, and from the looks of it, the island's about to turn into a full-on Death Star. It's a massive Star Wars collab with high stakes, lightsabers, factions, secrets, galactic final event, and a lot more. Magic's out. Space tech is in. To not get lost in all this chaos, you've got the best guide in the galaxy. With the start of Season 3, every looper's getting the chance to feel like a full-on Jedi, or if you're more into the dark side, a straight-up Sith Lord. So be real with me. Are you vibing with the light side like the Jedi, or are you fully embracing the darkness with the power, each with its own unique vibe? Yeah, at first glance they might look kinda small, especially compared to the launch POIs from the start of the chapter. But this time, Epic's going for quantity over sheer size. That said, honestly, the quality didn't take a hit either. And of course, most of these spots are tied straight into the Galactic collab. On a small island down in the southwest part of the map, Vader Samurai's Solitude, you can straight up pull up on Darth Vader himself. It's super easy to spot while you're gliding in. Just look for that bright red beacon. That's exactly where the Sith Lord posted up. But heads up, half the lobby's gonna be landing there, so expect absolute chaos. Your best move? Land somewhere nearby, gear up quick, then roll in later to catch the insane fight for Vader's lightsaber. Plus, all around the island you'll find Imperial Stormtrooper outposts. And yeah, they're not exactly vibing with loopers, but honestly, don't sweat it. Just like the movies, their aim is still dog water in Fortnite. At these outposts, you can crack open galactic chests, which have a pretty solid chance of dropping mythic weapons. Basically, pure loot fire. With Season 3 dropping, lightsabers are making a comeback. And they're basically the same ones we remember. Same dodges, same deflecting blaster shots. Those force powers return too, so get ready to start tossing rocks and pulling enemies across the map before sending them straight back to the lobby. You know what they say, with great power comes even more firepower. It's time to pick a side, loopers, and that means loading up your arsenal. Find Rey's hologram and train with her to unlock a blue lightsaber and learn the force push ability. Train with Emperor Palpatine's hologram to wield a red lightsaber and master the dangerously shocking Force Lightning. Defeat Darth Vader himself to claim another red lightsaber and unlock the Force Throw ability. So, you picking the light side or the dark side? Either way, gear up and get in there. And if you're not into all the Jedi stuff, no stress. Laser blasters are also back, and they go hard. Now, here's where things get interesting. The real chaos this season? A full-on galactic invasion. The Sith are showing up in style, literally arriving on the Death Star, but don't worry. Over in the northwest, that's where the Millennium Falcon crash landed, setting up the Resistance base and their crew to help the loopers fight the Sith Lord. They're building a mini-base and outpost around the wreck. At first glance, the area looks kinda small, but turns out most of it's hidden underground. And that's where things get really interesting. I could totally drop a full breakdown of all the secrets on this new map, but only if you smash that like button like crazy. Deal? Trust me, there's a lot to explore here. The fun. If locations keep changing throughout the season, this might end up being one of the best ones yet. And let's be real, with all the loot probably sitting on that massive Death Star, the Sith aren't just here to hang out, they're coming in heavy. Some major changes also dropped in LEGO mode. Like for real, they packed this update with content. We got a battle pass, new themed locations, and they even gave Brick Life a little glow up. Honestly, the whole gameplay feels way more alive now. A big reason? The new NPCs can actually build their own little settlements now. Super dope feature. Honestly, you gotta hop in and check it out yourself. Overall, this whole Star Wars collab season is already dropping the first teasers for Chapter 7. Because Epic literally said this is just the beginning of something huge between Fortnite and Disney. This really highlights how seriously Epic is committed to expanding the metaverse lately. And hey, if you've got a memory like a fish stick, don't forget to give this video your mythic thumbs up and subscribe. You might remember that in 2024, a groundbreaking deal between Epic Games and Disney shook the community, leading to the creation of a vast metaverse. We witnessed Disney subtly integrating its franchises into Fortnite. Think Marvel Season, The Incredibles collaboration, and many more. I think it's no secret that Disney has been going through some rough times lately, but let's leave those details to the movie YouTubers. What really matters to us is how this significant move will affect previous collabs. like the entire Marvel season, or modes like Lego and Festival, were big. You'd better sit down. Disney's investment in Fortnite has exceeded an astonishing $1 billion. That gives Disney considerable influence in making key decisions. Initially, I was doubtful, but it seems that Tim Sweeney is now having to take his new partner's views into account. Whether this is a positive or negative development, we'll find out soon enough. But if you think Epic did this collaboration just for the community, to keep adding new modes and bringing in fresh excitement, you might want to think twice. If you believe Epic is doing all these cool collabs just to please players, it's time to take off those rose-colored glasses. Unfortunately, we live in a world where companies like this are only really interested in one thing: your money. And the more money, the better. The real reason behind the Disney collaboration goes much deeper. And guess what? Apple played a role in it too. Not long ago, a pretty credible outlet, The Information, published a fascinating article directly connecting to Epic Games. Turns out the company's stock dropped by 29%, which in simple terms equals a loss of around $9 billion. Let's break that down. Since we're not investors or corporate types in suits, picture this. You've been saving your pocket money for ages, finally ready to buy that amazing new gaming PC. Then one day, you wake up, check your wallet, and realize there's hardly anything in there. Suddenly, all you can afford is a $200 laptop that runs Fortnite like a potato. That's pretty much what happened with Epic Games. It all started with a losing lawsuit. Tim Sweeney's brilliant plan to take down Apple backfired, leaving Epic with a significant budget shortfall. Plus, they now have to pay creative map creators a fair wage. In short, everywhere you look, there's a problem. And it started to feel like the company was teetering on the edge of bankruptcy. It looked like Fortnite was either going to be shut down or switched to a paid model. But then, salvation came from the last place anyone expected. Just when things looked pretty bleak, Disney crashes the party, throwing a $1 billion bag on Tim Sweeney's table with just one condition: an epic metaverse, filled with princesses, gnomes, and all kinds of fantasy creatures. Honestly, I don't think Epic even thought twice about it. They immediately put together a teaser trailer for the upcoming collaboration, but we won't go into all the details. It's already been done, and everyone's seen it by now. However, there are still a couple of interesting points in all of this that are definitely worth paying attention to. First off, everyone was shocked when they introduced the massive Disney metaverse. And I'm ready to bet all my V-Bucks that we'll get something like that as a separate island. In UFN though, it's also possible it'll be a separate lobby from which you can enter other Disney-created modes. For example, if you want to visit the Star Wars or Marvel universe, you'll be able to travel there via a portal. This idea of traveling between different universes is hinted at by the roads connecting these worlds, shown in the trailer. And if I'm right, we won't just get one collaboration mode, but several, each dedicated to a different Disney franchise. It certainly sounds intriguing, but the real challenge lies in how this will be put into action. What really concerns me is the slogan of the collaboration itself. If the phrase play, watch, create doesn't already make me want to give up on this project, the moment it shifts to shop raises some serious red flags. Honestly, we still lack solid info about the monetization system Epic plans to introduce, and I have a feeling they won't be handing out free items without a catch. I mean, they're already charging thousands of V-Bucks for Jordans, and even the new Fortnite crew memberships come with some fine print. So yeah, expecting free characters from popular franchises might be asking a little too much. If you've been dreaming of running around in Elsa's skin or feeling like Mickey Mouse, get your wallets ready. But what's Fortnite's actual profit in all of this? Okay, maybe the game will get some advertising among the new audience that Disney brings in, but there's a huge question mark here. This type of audience will likely only be interested in their favorite characters. Once the hype dies down, they'll probably just dip and go back to watching cartoons. That's why Tim Sweeney really needs to make the most out of this collaboration. For example, Disney's production capabilities could be a game changer. There have long been calls for a Fortnite movie, but making one is expensive and complex. However, when you've got access to Disney's movie studios, equipment, staff, and promo opportunities, it would be a crime not to take advantage of it. If there's ever a chance to make a full-fledged Fortnite movie or series, now is the perfect time. Considering the insane success of Arcane, Fortnite could definitely draw some inspiration from that. And believe me, Epic would be thrilled. Because lately, it's mostly YouTubers who've been handling Fortnite lore. So now, the mouse company is investing and trying to make Fortnite an exclusive project for their audience. And honestly, it sounds like a pretty sweet deal for both Epic and Disney. One gets a ton of new subscribers for their services. The other gets a fantastic platform for promoting movies and games. Honestly, we should expect full-on development of this collab in Chapter 7. However, don't expect a full Disney metaverse just yet. As you may have noticed, the main focus right now is on creating a Disney hub inside Fortnite. If that works out for both companies, then yeah, we might start talking about a movie. But on the flip side, a huge failure for such a major collab could lead to massive losses for Epic Games. Or even a total disaster, with an audience drop-off. That's why I'm really skeptical we'll see something truly revolutionary. At least for now, content from new modes like Festival and Rocket Racing has been kinda underwhelming. If the Disney-Epic partnership keeps going in that direction, we're definitely not getting anything mind-blowing. Right now, Tim Sweeney is walking through a minefield, and if he gets lucky, Fortnite Chapter 7 could take off again, just like it did with the OG season. But if it doesn't work out, well, we all know how Disney tends to turn beloved franchises into something, less than spectacular. A lot of questions are popping up, and unfortunately, we don't have answers to most of them yet. So the biggest collaboration in Epic Games history? Yeah, it'll only show its true colors with time. Personally, I recommend not jumping to conclusions or shouting that it's all over, because for something to be over, it has to actually start first. Once the first real info drops, we'll be able to make some real conclusions. Who knows? Maybe with Disney's help, Epic will create something genuinely new and worthwhile. Although, I do have a suspicion that Fortnite is slowly turning into a Ready Player One type game. Whether that's good or bad, that's up to you to decide. But one thing's for sure, the details about the collaboration will be leaking all over the place, and you'll be able to get all the inside info right here on my channel. I post everything instantly, and the best part? No fake news. A big thank you to everyone who watched the video all the way through, especially those of you who stuck around until the end, even with all the nonsense I've been talking. This has been me, Punk, and may the Force be with you, my friends.